Jussie. You're a lying bastard. But you know, I'm not. I shouldn't be shocked because when this first was reported, and I did my first video on this, I said it's a possibility he could be lying, and I explained in these 3 videos why I believe that he could be lying, and then I said I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. But then when I saw how the media initially treated and some people was treating it in the press, and then that transferred to court of public opinion, I said, no, I'm gonna stand with Jussie. Because when white people claim to be victims, it's automatic belief. News stations get the dramatic music, the reporters and the anchors get all, well, it was reported today, a young man was attacked. Blah, blah, blah. It was reported that an African American male was attacked. There was no cameras around. Blah blah blah. Nobody saw anything. Blah blah blah. And that's what rubbed me the wrong way. That's why I said I stand with you. But if you look at all the videos, I kept saying it's a possibility that he lied because members of the gay community, like members of the Jewish community, members of the white community, lie about coming under attacks. This is why this country reacted a certain way. When that white actor, I forget his name, he's currently on Star Trek Discovery, said that Kevin Spacey did something to him, everybody believed it, even though it happened 30 years ago. Nothing that happened recently, they gave him the benefit of the doubt. The other white guy whose mama came forward, not him, but his mama, they believed that this had happened, 5 years ago at that time, or 4 years ago at that time, if I'm not mistaken. But yours happened recently, and everybody, you had the superintendent. I saw the superintendent going on the news making a round, like, why is he doing it? He don't do that for nobody else. But why? Because black people are always not to be believed. And what you just did is not only hurt the gay community, or gay blacks in particular, but you hurt black people across the board, especially black males. So when we get accosted, and we do get accosted on a daily basis, some brothers choose not to say anything because we know, where were you at? What you doing? Did you say something wrong? Did you do something? Look what just happened last month, or the beginning of this month, if I'm not mistaken. With it was last month, excuse me, when the Hebrew Israelites was in Washington. And everybody know the Hebrew Israelites, how they do their thing. But those white kids was wearing Make America Hat again. They was messing around people. There's other video they ain't show of them harassing women. And I mean, you had high school boys at an abortion rally. You shouldn't even been there. You had the Native American dude in them there. But because the white boys was yelling back at the Hebrew Israelites, excuse me, and you know the brothers ain't gonna stand down. My brother gonna keep talking. Native American man said, let me go in here and show the white people I can be cool. But it backfired on him. But the very next morning, he gets on Joy Reid, and he made it seem like the brothers and them was starting. And I said, they're going to blame the black guys for it. Even though the white boys out there, they got video of them doing stuff. But because that Native American dude joined in, and the person, some bleeding heart liberal, wanted to call them out, knowing that you got a sitting president, vice president, members of the Congress and Senate, celebrities, John Q. Public, that believe in a certain belief system, was going to take up for them boys. At first, everybody condemned them. But when the mother started complaining, they said, it was the black guys. All you had to say was the black guys. And everybody flipped. And they stopped blaming the black guys. So now, when something happened, well, you know, Jesse Smollett, just like Tawana Brawley, lied and said there was attack. And we know that didn't happen. Remember when they were saying that Trayvon Martin wasn't a victim? Or Jordan Davis, or Rakia Boyd, or Renisha McBride, or Tamir Rice, or Philando Castile, or Sandra Bland, I can go on. Or even Emmett Till. This punk been working since he was a kid in Hollywood. Now you done made your siblings look bad. Your siblings came out and put their neck out there, went out there, your older brother went on stage and said, we know our brother. Taraji P. Henson came out and defended you. Terrence Howard defended you. Lee Daniels, that's the irony. You defend Jussie, but you threw Monique under the bus. Is Lee going to issue an apology? More than likely not. Should they fire Jussie from his show? Now they should. I don't like liars. Too many black folk catch hell on a daily basis without people like you. I don't know what it is with some of you Negroes. The last 5 years, it has been a lot. There's been people exaggerating or flat out lying about racism. What you just did is give a win to white supremacy. Say, we told you them niggers lie. We told you nothing be happening to them. They be lying. But I said in the very first video, I said, as members of the gay community are known to lie about stuff like this. Like when they pushing the transsexuals getting beat up, they try to push off on black men. Brothers ain't beating nobody up like that. All these years, now all of a sudden you're going to do it. Especially now that you're feminized, the majority of black men. Back in the day, brothers wasn't doing it. Now all of a sudden they doing it. It's people like you that make it more difficult for people like me and others to exist in society. Because now we can't argue this back. We can't push back on this because you lied. Then you want a Good Morning America. Now Robin Roberts she didn't believe you. If you go back and look how she looked, you was talking, she was sitting there. She don't like men, period. But she didn't believe you, period. Notice Wanda Sykes and none of them other blacks that was gay came out and spoke out for you really loud. Because they was hoping and praying that you ain't lie could make them look bad. And there's a reason why a large number of straight black men and black women did not believe you after a while. Because number one, the way the news and the way the media was covering, number one. But number two, black gays threw straight blacks under the bus 20 years ago. So if it look like it's look inconsistent in your story, brother and sister, no, we ain't standing with you. I know there gonna be people gonna come like, go, Harvey, you was offended. No. Go back and watch the very first video, the very first 2 or 3 videos that I did. And matter of fact, even in the video I said I stand with Jussie, I said there's only reason why I'm standing because of the way he's being treated. He's not given the benefit of doubt by the news media. The news media is put down in this. Even now, guess what? They was on point about it. But we need to do the same thing from white men and white women, Hispanic and Asian men. Well, look how them white women killed those gay white women killed them kids, drove off in California. You remember that's the one they pushed the little black boy to hug the police officer, used him as a prop. They don't never want to talk about when the gay community get caught with their hands in the cookie jar. Just like they don't want to talk about white women. That's why I keep like the whole Bill Cosby thing threw me for the Now you got a gay black guy. You could have easily sat there and said, I just got jumped. And left it like that. But you gave, well, they was making Make America Great hats again. Or they were saying that. Like, come on, man. You could just say, I got jumped. And they would have treated it like a random crime. But you went into detail. At first, it was 2 white guys that had masks on. And then they said, Make America Great, MAGA. And there are people like that out there. I even had a debate with people telling me, well, it was real cold. I said, it wasn't that cold that Monday morning or Tuesday morning he came back. That's why he was able to walk. But the thing is, when he said he went like the cell phone, I'm like, okay. And he gave an excuse. He said, well, I understand you want nobody to see certain things. I get that. But if I got attacked and people was questioning me, I'm like, the hell with that. They gonna see some nasty pictures or get some celebrity numbers. It's only people that you know that got are Chicago police officers. Something happened, or police officers get in trouble. But then when I start seeing white talking heads and reporters getting real confident, I'm like, they must know something. But I still see me give my brother the benefit of the doubt in case he is the victim of a crime, and we just don't want to toss our people away because the so-called dominant says so. But right now, they're going to use this against us. Not you, Jussie, us. But your career's over with. His career's over with. Ain't nobody going to forgive him like they forgive a white actor and actors that get caught lying. He's done. And the gay community gonna ostracize his ass even further. Black gays might be sympathetic to him, but he won't be on TV again. And his sister, who's gonna be in that what was that Birds of Prey movie, Journey Smollett, they're gonna ask her questions. Watch, she's gonna be bombarded with questions. His sister Jazz, that was just on TV with him on Al Sharpton, trying to raise money for that all woman historically black college. She gonna catch hell. Or what any other sibling that you got out there working in Hollywood or in business. Because there's a bunch of the Smolletts. Y'all don't remember when they was shorties on that show on ABC. I forget the name of it, but they've been active for a minute. You just don't pay, you ain't paying attention. They've been on TV for a minute. It just now, as adults, people recognize because they're adults. Because we grew up, all of us grew up in that time period. Because a lot of us have a hard time looking at people like, when you look at Rudy. Keisha Knight Poland, we keep looking at her as Rudy, but she's a 40-year-old woman. We're not that much older, apart in age. What, 3 years apart in age? 2 years, 3, you know what I mean? But like I said, and I digress. I apologize for going on a little tangent, but it's just that my thing is, this brother decided that he wanted to manipulate people, and he figured they'd be more sympathetic by someone a victim of a crime. That shit never works. But then, it don't work for us, I should say. Everybody else, they can manipulate the world around. But you lied, man. The very first video I did, I said, even without, just to give you a report, I said, it's possible you can lie. Because I've seen too many stories where gay folk, black and white, Asian, Hispanic, have lied. And said somebody harassed them when they didn't. And then when there's actually gay people who have been harassed, people saying like, well, we got to make sure we get the facts. The gay community should ostracize yourself. And don't be surprised his brother go off on a tangent or start drinking or even off himself. Because I would be embarrassed and I'll be looking like, man, I went out here, everybody know my name now. And this is the thing, everybody didn't really know him. They know him now. And let me tell you something, you might affect the whole show empire now. Got people gonna say, isn't that show that gay Negro lied? Y'all watching that? And don't be surprised that Disney, because Disney owns Fox. You're hurting the Disney brand. Disney gonna like, move Empire from tonight. We don't have to get rid of that because, people are gonna associate Empire with Jussie Smollett. And, they're going to be people in the gay community or people who are Trump supporters going to start demanding that we do something. Don't be surprised if that happens. And none of your black leaders, none of your gay leaders, none of y'all can come in and start yelling racism because this brother opened up a can of worms. So it was no white guys that beat him up. It was no white guys that called him nigger. There was no white guys that called him a fag. None of that stuff happened. What if two innocent white dudes got picked up? Oh, hell no. White America would be having even a bigger field day. Watch all the entertainment shows start. They're going, what's the reaction? What's the reaction? Let's see if Mama Oprah going to say something. Because Lee Daniels and Tyler Perry, Oprah Winfrey, all friends. Let's see what Gayle King, because all y'all friends. Let's see what they're gonna say Monday. Let's see if Don Lemon gonna say something. Let's see how far Don Lemon throw you under the bus. Let's see if Joy Reid has something to say tomorrow morning. While y'all been throwing shade at other Negroes over the years, y'all done sat back and caused all kinds of strife. I said it in the very first video. I said gay people are doing the same thing that members of the Jewish community do and white women do. Lie about incidents and people react. Remember, towns burnt down just for a white woman saying a black man did something. Men, women, and children and babies were murdered. Grandparents, invalids. You just played into the hand of white supremacy enough. You just played into this thing that when black folks say something happened to them, Yeah, you gotta be weary of it. And stop, boy. You gotta go outside. Okay, hold on. Sorry about that. When the doggy gotta go, the doggy gotta go. But what Jussie Smollett and those two brothers did, not only cost them their job, because the two brothers that participated, they work on Empire. I think it's extras or bodyguard or something. I forget what their exact job is. They gotta go. Watch, I'm telling you, I guarantee you right now, the people at Fox Television is on the phone with Lee Daniels, giving him an earful. But karma. Remember all that shit Lee Daniels is talking? Whether you like it or not, whether Lee Daniels he pulled the trigger on that one or not, you associated with this. You made it. You created a show that you wanted to show gay life. You wanted to show the complexities of the gay community, as he said. But you did it at the expense of shitting on black women in an interview with Wolf Blitzer before the show premiere. Remember? You sat out there. You went after a black woman. You just destroyed Monique's reputation. You titled on Oprah. But the guy that you hired and y'all wanted to make a star, he turns around and does something like this. Go figure. But I said it. I said the very first video. I said members of the gay community do I know a lot about stuff like this. I didn't make that shit up. It was just truth. There've been incidents here in the Chicagoland area. There've been incidents in New York, California, and places in between. If it's high schoolers, college age, or working adults, they call us gay. They bring racial slurs and then nothing never happened. But it's different when a black person lie and do this because now they repeat it over and over like it's happening every day. You just made it more difficult for the people who got to deal with white supremacy. You just made Donald Trump supporters look sympathetic. But he used race, then used something to just say how crafty some gay people are, especially when they're black. I'm gonna go out there and be black pride, black power. You know when y'all did the Black Lives Matter? Who came up there was gay black women, right? In the process of talking about Black Lives Matter, what are they trying to be slick? Though the gay issue around there, a lot of us caught that in the black community. We caught it. When we caught it, what's old boy the gay dude, DeRay, what was his name, was running around. We was like, yo, we know what y'all doing. Them lesbians, we know what y'all doing. And this is what you tried to do, Jussie. You tried to use race first because you wanted to get black folks riled up. Then say homosexuality. Because you just could have easily sit there and say they were after because I was gay. But people would say, well, how would they know you was gay? But they know you're black. And the brother and sister, do me a favor. Don't do that he's half black jazz shit. Because y'all was claiming this dude for the last, 3-4 years now. So don't pull that he half because they're black. They come from two black parents that lied. But what Bob was bugging me, I gave you the benefit of that because I saw how white supremacy was carrying this. And that's the thing he wanted to play on. He knew there would be people like myself and some others that will give him the benefit of the doubt because we kept the noose and the bleach. Because we know what those two things represent. We know what those two represent. But you wanted to make it sweet. And did you notice the gay community didn't come out in large numbers? They had a few. The one that came out the most vocal was Ellen Page, and she's on Stephen Colbert. And by her doing that, she went after Chris Pratt for a church that he belonged to. So now you got charged and went after another actor. But then again, nobody told her she could hide behind what you allegedly went through. That was just on her. But let me see if this audio, you guys can hear this audio that I just recorded.
Has been covering new details. He joins us live from the newsroom. And Charlie, your sources are telling you this entire thing was staged. Not only staged, but
Smollett in advance, and now police want to talk to Smollett again. Sources with knowledge of the investigation say Jussie Smollett paid $3,500 up front and promised another $500 at a later date to these two men shown in surveillance video. They're brothers and were later released by Chicago police. The money was paid in part to orchestrate the Streeterville attack on the Empire Star. Our sources tell us an incident Smollett reported to police on January 29th. Smollett claimed to police two men yelled racial and homophobic slurs at him, roughed him up and dumped a chemical on his clothes and put a rope around his neck. We have learned through those sources the rope used was purchased at this Crafty Beaver hardware store in Ravenswood. Purchased just days before the attack. One of the brothers held the rope and poured the bleach. The other wore a plain red hat and yelled those slurs, according to sources. Sources say the brothers told detectives the items were purchased at the direction and paid for by Smollett. We've also learned from our sources this key element. The three men actually rehearsed the attack days prior to it happening. A new statement from Chicago police saying information provided by the brothers to police has in fact shifted the trajectory of the investigation. We've reached out to the Empire cast member's attorney to request a follow-up interview. Now, when we ask Chicago police if Smollett is still being considered a victim in this case, police telling us that they have new information that they're trying to corroborate and are trying to speak with Smollett, rather. We are live tonight in the newsroom. Charlie Lamar, CBS 2 News. Bye.
All right, great work, Charlie.
Now, you notice they kept saying source. That means somebody leaking information out to them. Because there have been other crimes like this where people lie and you don't get this kind of coverage. And people say, well, because he's a celebrity. No, there have been other celebrities that have gotten caught doing things. It's when you're black, they want to make you like, look what the nigger did. But this is why blacks don't get down with the gay community. Whether it be black gays, white gays, whatever. This is why we don't get down with them, because we said they sneaky. Now, I know there are going to be some men and women who are gay, who subbed to my channel, who have been respectful of me, and I've been respectful of them. But you guys know I got to call out, because y'all know y'all send me personal messages, and we've talked about this stuff before. Just like I'll call out heterosexual black folk who do dumb shit, I'm going to call out gay black folks who do dumb shit. Or gay people, period. Because there have been too many instances within the last 20 years we've been made the villains of the story. And black folk keep saying, we ain't said nothing, we ain't done nothing. Y'all remember there was 2 incidents, or no, was it 3? Within a 2-year period of waitresses saying, they didn't leave me a tip, or they wrote on thing I was a dyke and blah, blah, blah. There was a guy I told you about Oak Park that set his bar and business on fire and claimed that he was getting threats, and they did an investigation. He just wanted insurance money to rebuild and get sympathy with people to come in and spend more money. And you got white people now saying he need to be brought up on charges. Any other time, they don't do that. But when black folk get caught doing this, and it's affecting white folk, they want heads to roll. See, when they do things to us, hope nobody says nothing. I went against my first instinct. I said, well, I'm gonna watch how the media covering in the news. I'm like, the very same day they don't question it happened. I'm like, wait a minute. Then the day 2, I'm watching people like, yeah, whatever. See, our lives are not valued as it is. And when you do stuff like this, you further say that you can't trust them. And this should be something, and I'm going to call the gay community out on this. The next time y'all say the black community is homophobic because we question y'all, whether you black, gay, white, gay, Asian, Hispanic, don't say, hey, yo, y'all been showing us, we see y'all, we know y'all. Remember, back in the day when white communities, other communities were pushing their gays out, who do they run? To the black community. And the red among black folk. And this is something that black folk need to throw in the gay community face a lot. Because a lot of the neighborhoods that have been gentrified were black neighborhoods. A lot of those men and women who are dying of AIDS, mostly them white men, It was black men and black women taking care of y'all when your friends and family threw you to the side. But y'all figured around 1994, 95, around that time, well, we need to put our foot down. Y'all saw the Million Man March, and y'all got inspired. But then certain things started happening. Ellen got dogged out. Matthew Shepard got murdered. And they said, okay, what are we gonna do when we get sympathy? Well, how can we get sympathy? Well, we gotta make somebody the villain. Or we can't go after heterosexual whites. We need them. They're gonna be the ones that are gonna have to really change the hidden power. We can't go after Jews because we'll be called anti-Semitic and they'll come after us. We don't want to mess with the Hispanic community because they're emerging. We're going to need them. Who can we go after? Everybody likes to get kicking around. The black community. And for the last 20 years, y'all been dogging us out. You're homophobic. And black folk be saying, we're not homophobic. We just know you. We know how y'all get down. See, black folk have a very unique perspective of how this world works because we always the ones to be the test subjects getting our ass kicked by somebody. And it don't matter if they look like us or not, because Jesse Smollett, his mindset ain't, he claimed to be black, because right now we got Trump in office. But when Obama was in office, man, yeah, okay. See, I told y'all, these Negroes are black when it's convenient. But the black community, and a large number of us is like, yeah, he lied. And you know what? I was kind of upset by it because it's like people was believing, listen to the media. But then I stepped back and thought about it. I said, nah, these brothers and sisters like that because we know the gay community. You're not saying everybody in the gay community is like this, but there have been too many instances where gay people have blamed us for stuff that we didn't do and say. So now when a person is accused of somebody of something like, But see, I gave him the benefit of that because the way the media and people's talking about it in the media. Because I'm like, y'all didn't question that white guy that said Kevin Spacey. That's what I was giving the benefit of the doubt at. But if you go back and watch some videos where I talked about this, I kept saying, I said, I'm giving the benefit of the doubt, but it's a possibility. And I'm like, Now it's confirmed tonight on various news networks and stuff. And when the Chicago police started letting shit leak out to the media here in Chicago, yeah, it's about a done deal. So y'all who fans of Jussie, he might be a recast, or they might just fire his ass, or Lee Daniel might put his foot down and say, well, we're going to keep it. He's just young, made mistake. No, he's a 30-something-year-old man. He's 36 years old. He knows better. He should have known that they was going to trace the rope to stores in the area. He should have known that there's somebody going to be a witness to seeing him. And these white folk going to make a big stink down there. They're going to call the mayor's office with filming. When they do the filming, they'll say, hey, you got that show Empire that's in Chicago. What kind of tax breaks are they getting? You got a guy that cost the city some money, some police time. They could have been solving something really happening. Don't think that ain't nobody gonna talk about that. And you already hear white folks saying, this is another black guy. They already called Chicago Chirac. Now they call it Chicago racist. Well, Chicago is racist. But Jussie, an outsider, you just made white Chicago feel like, the niggers, they go lying again. They're lying about Chicago. They lie about racism. But those of us who live here, we already know it's racism here. But what you did, you're going to go back to your home state. We got to sit here and now we got to deal with this shit. Because let me tell you what's going to happen. A brother going to get accosted. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. It happens all the time in Chicago. He's going to be down there on the beach one day. One of them white boys, some Hispanic boys that think they're white, or one of them Asians going to go down there and going to mess the brother. Brother may not say nothing. The brother might give him try to defend himself. Who the law firm is going to go in on? The brother. Where your love at? Well, I'm down here just enjoying the beach. I'm down with my girlfriend. Who's your girlfriend? Oh, Lord forbid if it's a white girl. Because then if it's a white, they're really going to go in on him. That's your girlfriend, huh? Well, these guys said you started with them. No, officer, I didn't start with them. They came up to me calling me racial slur. Well, how do we know that's true? Any witnesses? Everybody gonna keep this in the back of their head. Liberal or liberal or a Republican. They're gonna be like, well, you remember that guy Jesse Smollett said it was MAGA, make America great again, using calling nigger and stuff. Well, this is gonna be some payback. Monday morning, Tuesday morning, you got any brother going in front of a judge. I was watching the news the other day and come to find out that the young man lied. So I don't know you're lying. Because this is how we catch hell, because when one of us do some dumb shit and it's tangible and they can hold on to it, they throw it right back in all our faces. This is why straight black men don't deal with gay black men. This is why we don't deal with gay people, period. We'll be cordial to them, but when it comes down to being buddy, we're like, I worked with a couple of gay dudes over the years. They treacherous as hell. They are lie in the heartbeat. Now, I'm not just saying that's a black trait. That's just a trait from the gay community. What they call survival of the fittest, they hide behind their sexuality. You was trying to hide behind your race, then your sexuality, because you wanted to make sure you figure there's no camera, nobody see it. And that's the thing. Everything's not on camera. But they figured downtown, it got to be a camera somewhere. But it's not a camera always downtown, because it's downtown. Jesse, you're a rat, man. You are a rat. You don't know what kind of damage you just did to Black Chicago. Yeah, people across the country going to say, wow, that Jesse Smollett dude, he lied. He lied. Oh, he lied. But the black folks, we still got to walk the streets, drive Chicago when Empire wrap up its run. Now, all y'all still go back to Hollywood or wherever state y'all come from, Black Chicago got to deal with that. Those who are racist gonna say, yeah, you remember when y'all believe that Jesse Smollett nigger? Remember he been on TV and insisted? And Jesse thought he was gonna get the same treatment that the white gays get when they yell out. No. From the start, nobody believed him. And that's very, very telling as well. And we should call that out. And we can do that at the same time being critical of Jesse. But like I said, as members of the gay community that have been known a lot, I've done videos talking about this over the last few years. Anti-gay, no. The gay community ain't nothing different than the so-called Jewish community. Or the Hispanic in them, or white community. Y'all quick to blame us for something. Everybody believes it. Next time, but I'm gonna tell you something. I feel for the next brother that do catch hell and is gay. People gonna have this. They gonna remember this, because it's been nothing since the day he reported. Non-stop talk about this. Non-stop. And now they got you on Good Morning America looking like a fool. And Robert Roberts is looking at you from start to finish. I don't like this nigga. I think he's lying. But Robert Roberts don't like black men anyway, so that's just how she normally look. But the thing is that this dude messed up big time. You are a liar, man. And you lied about something that's sensitive to our people. You lied about white people attacking us. You don't play with something like that, man. Too many of our brothers and sisters have been attacked and never got justice. You rotten motherfucker, you.